of images. What's this? Look at this. I even added in the good old Photoshop lens flare. Terrible. And why would be a lens flare stuck in the middle of a plank? I have no idea. So guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the description of this video, we'll be looking back at some of my old photos. Now, I'm doing this because I'm kind of looking for some inspiration into what kind of photos I can take next, and I'm hoping that I may have some good ones to recreate or do something with. Now, I was trying to find some photos on my hard drive, but I couldn't find any. They must have been that bad that I deleted them. But then I thought, oh yeah, I used to have a Flickr account. I don't know if anybody ever still uses this account, or you got these new millennial people now, if they even know what Flickr is. But I even had to retrieve my passwords. I couldn't even log in or anything. So but eventually I got logged in, and yeah, we're going to dive into my Flickr account, look at some old photos, because I know there's some old ones on there, and just be prepared that they may not be that great, and I'm pretty sure the editing is absolutely terrible. Diabolical even, I would use. So anyway, let's just dive in and see what kind of mess I have made. So here we are, guys. We're in my old Flickr, and from the looks of it, it's really old. I joined the looks of it in 2010. I've got 85 photos. Not a lot of people following me, and I'm not following a lot of people either, so I must have got bored of it pretty quickly. And looking at these albums, I can see why. So let's go into the photo stream to just bring up everything. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, there's quite a few there that don't look that great. So basically this looks like this was my last image I took or actually put up here. This is going back home to Ireland in the dark hedges. You might notice this path or road from the program Game of Thrones. It was used in that. And yeah, I used a D7000. It gives you all the details there or whatever. Yeah, it's alright. It's not a great image, not a bad image. But anyway, moving swiftly on. This image here. Do you know what? I kind of like the edit on this one, except I think it's just a bit too sharp. Yeah, I used a Panasonic G7 for this. I think I got that camera on loan and I was just messing about with it. Yeah, that was the first mirrorless camera I used. So yeah, it's not bad, but it's just a bit too sharp in the editing. But it's alright, I guess. Okay, yeah, let's go into this one. This is terrible. I don't even know what I was thinking. I do know this place. It's the Black Forest in Berkshire. Again, Panasonic. I don't know what the editing, I don't know what was going on here. Sure, look at this. You can see everything. It's not even smoothed out or nothing. Terrible. There is a nice bit of mist going on here. I should have. Oh, totally messed this one up, to be honest. Looking at it now, knowing what I know now, and back then I thought it was pretty cool, but absolutely terrible now. I know these colors were in the sky. I didn't add these. I just oversaturated everything, basically. Absolutely terrible. Sure, look at this one, the exact same. Not the best image on the planet. Oh dear. This one, don't know where that was, but it's a pretty boring photo. Terrible. See, these are just trying to get me inspiration. These were modeling photos. These were down in London, actually. taken, not a bad image, but I would have taken myself out, or whoever's standing here, I would have taken their feet out of it. So obviously it's an unusable image if you were to use this for a magazine or something, so because of that. Yeah, but not a bad image. It's pretty sharp, looks all right. This one again, yeah, this one was taken, now I know this was taken with my D7000 again, and I know what lens it was taken with. It was taken with my my 18 to 300 zoom lens. Now this is a 3.5, an f3.5. So it says down here that it was taken with 1.8. There you go. If you know how to use your lens perfectly, then you'll be able to get these lovely bokeh in behind your subject without having to use any of these expensive lenses that are going, although that was an expensive lens, so, but I'm sure you can pick it up for a lot cheaper than what I got it for back in the day. Yeah, but it's not a bad image. Let's jump down here to some of these. I don't know what this was taken with. It might have been taken with my camera phone, maybe. I think I'm not even too sure where it is. It could be one of two places. It could be back home in Ireland, or it could be down in Newquay. So I'm not too sure. But again, seriously overly edited with saturation and everything. It's going nuts. But I do like the way I caught the track of some kind of Jeep or truck or little 4x4 or something on the beach. It kind of leads your eyes into the sunset. But yeah, messed up the editing once again. But that was it's going back years ago now. Yeah, back to modeling again. Not a great image. Not a great image. Again, not a great image. This is off me. What was I thinking? I must have been for a profile photo or something, but obviously I had it on my phone and I was looking at silly little editing things that you get on your phone, little presets or whatever. Absolutely terrible. I don't even know why it's up there. Diabolical altogether. Edinburgh Castle. Now here's one taken. Oh, this is an old camera I had. This is a D5000. Yeah, it's not a bad image. It's actually quite sharp. I think I actually took a bit of a long exposure on this one, did I? It's at f10. Yeah, a little bit at 1.6. It's not bad. It took in a lot of detail. It was obviously at night time. I didn't oversaturate it or anything. It's got nice shadows, nice light. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's usable for something. But I don't think I have anything that's usable for it. This was, again, I think this was taken with my D5000 way back in the day. I was experimenting with light painting. I had a torch and I remember actually doing this. I was down the hallway of my flat I was living in. And I did each one individually and put it all together in Photoshop to do the alphabet. Not bad. It's a great way to learn long exposure, I think. Doing little things like this. It's actually quite good. You can actually see, especially the Q, kind of like that. You can nearly use that for something. Yeah, not bad. This is an old one again. Where was that? That was in Vila Moura in Portugal, down the Algarve. Yeah, it just looked good at the time, I guess. The cobbles and the light hitting it, and I thought it may be a good pattern or texture photo. It's not bad. You could do something with it. These, look at the state of these ones. Oh, let me do these ones first. Selective color. I hate selective color. I think I done this for a paid job, I think they liked selective color. Absolutely terrible. Everything's blowing out. Look at the kid. Absolutely, the eyes are blowing out. Why did I do that? I have no idea. Probably I had a crappy laptop at the time and everything. Oh, terrible. No, seriously, what's going on? Absolutely blue. No sky is this blue. And no rust is this color. Terrible. Bit of pop art, really. Kind of, almost. Kind of done the same here. I don't know what kind of look I was going for. I was going absolutely mental with everything. All blown out sky, blown out whites, everything round down here. Terrible. But again, this is all for inspiration and everything like that. Looking up, trying to get that like focal image kind of thing going on here. Again, oh, what kind of, I don't know. At the time, I guess, you know, it's all a bit of a learning process when you're first got your camera and you're taking all these pictures. Model images again. This was off one of my mates when I was down living in Bishop Stortford, I think, in the UK. It's not a bad portrait. I could have cleaned it up a hell of a lot better though. Got rid of some pimples or whatever, the makeup, some wispy hair bits. Yeah, it's okay. Again, not the greatest of images. What's this? Look at this. I even added in the good old Photoshop lens flare. Terrible. And why would be a lens flare stuck in the middle of a plank? I have no idea. That's actually underneath a train, a railway track. So that was actually quite fun to do that. Might try and do that again, try and get somewhere unique like that underneath like a railway track or something. They're always quite cool. Let's see, yeah, they're pretty, everything else is terrible. This was, these were taken a wedding, again, selective color. Why, I hate selective color. Oh dear, what happened there? Anyway, let's go back. Bit of bokeh, not much is in focus. Terrible. This again, wedding photo. I don't know why I've got these wedding photos on here whenever there's no pictures of the bride and groom or anything. It's a bit odd. I remember actually taking this photo. This was actually taken with an old phone. So believe it or not, it actually worked out pretty well. My old Samsung, an old Samsung phone. I think I was coming back from work one day and I just spotted it and I decided to take it, and yeah, I did a little post-processing on the phone itself before I took the photo. So yeah, it's pretty good. For back then, I think that was like a 5 megapixel camera as well. I'm not too sure, probably a 10, but yeah. Nothing great. Look at the state of this one. Absolutely terrible. Why would I blow out? I think I was just having a bit of fun. God, they do get bad. Yeah, this was actually, I remember taking this one. I think this was with the D7000 as well. Yeah, it was. Not much. It's not much is in focus actually. You can't really tell what's in focus and what's not in focus, what point, which is pretty awful. But I had the idea, the right idea. This is coffee, instant coffee, and I had it on a chopping board and I made a heart out of it and just sprinkled some more bits around. So the idea was there, but obviously the image quality wasn't. Unfortunately, this was my attempt at some kind of arty-farty kind of knitting like a panoramic together without actually doing a panoramic. So you can see like I was trying to do like photos kind of put together to do it. It's alright. This was actually done in Villamora in the Algarve as well. Nah. If I was doing it again, obviously I would do it a little bit different again today, knowing what I know. Yeah, water drops. Everybody loves a good water drop. I didn't have any flashes or anything at that time, and the high speed camera wasn't that great either. It was on the D7000, so it was like 5 frames a second or something. Not that great on here. Terrible. But like I keep saying, these are all for inspiration to try and do it again. Here's one from back home in Donegal at St John's Point. If you ever get the chance to go over to Ireland, to Donegal, try and visit St John's Point. You can go right out onto the cliffs here. You can even stand there if you wanted to, but I highly recommend it. You don't. And yeah, you can get the burst of the sea bushing up on the cliffs. With this one, I wish I didn't make it black and white. Looking back, maybe I'll try and get it again at some point, because we do have these kind of rough days back home in Ireland. I might try and do that one again at some stage. This was one of my very first attempts at kind of, again, arty-farty kind of images. I actually took this on my phone. I actually got this idea from a YouTuber, entrepreneur, photographer, everything like that. A guy called Chase Jarvis. You might know him. You might know his channel. I watched one of his videos, a very early video, obviously. And he just done that. He just got his phone camera and swung it out like that to get some motion and while taking the photo. And I thought that was a great idea, and I tried it myself, and I got this image here. Yeah, let's just move on from that. That was a good idea again at the time. Again here at a little concert around the back of the stage. With my camera at D5000, that's how far back we're all going with these. Yeah, nothing going on here at all. Nothing. Just the back of a woman at the backstage. Let's try this one. Not a bad image here, but it's kind of very heavily contrasted and you know, banged into the black and white again. Yeah, not much going on with these ones. Yeah, so that's it. Actually, I got bored with it. There's one again. I was kind of focusing on this spider web here. It's okay. Again, I could actually straightened up the photo, because you never get water running upstream or upwards like that. So I could have straightened it up a bit. But yeah. Again, these were, you know, work in progress images going back to the day whenever I got a phone and wanted to, or got a camera and wanted to take photos. That's not a bad one there. Not a bad one. Kind of like eerie kind of look with the fog and everything. A lot of empty space. Don't know what was happening with my thoughts back then. Yeah. Photograph of a BMW. Meh. The person that owned the car was hiding behind here, so you can see the foot. So yeah, black and white. It kind of works. Kind of works. Kind of doesn't. You know, got 28 views. Favored one. A comment. What did they say? Beautiful contrast. Yep, it's got beautiful contrast. All right. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here with looking at my old Flickr. I don't have any more, so I guarantee everybody's saying thank God for that. So guys, if you like this video and you got some inspiration, again, this video was just to put out there. If you're really feeling like you don't know what to take a photo of or anything, just look back at some old photos and you know, try and recreate them, because that is the process that all photographers and videographers take. Is you know, we start off really crap when we get our camera, and then, you know, come years we're absolutely geniuses. Well, we're getting to be a genius anyway, let's just say, because you're always learning anyway whenever you're trying to create new images. But yeah, that was the process anyway of it, and obviously you can see well, with me, it was a very big process because there was a lot of terrible images there, and if I was to actually go out and create one of them again today, I'm pretty sure the editing process would be a hell of a lot better and a hell of a lot different. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and yeah, so if you're new to the channel and you liked it and everything, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell, and you get notified and all that jazz. And until then, until the next video, I'll see you. So, good luck.